Hey girl, hey, welcome back to another episode of Style Chat TV. On this episode, I am going to be going through my best and worst designer purchases. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. It kind of hurt my feelings to know that some of these things that I spent my hard-earned money on were not good purchases. Like, ugh. Then I'm going to go through some of my fragrances and do just the same thing. And I have an Ikea haul. I took y'all to Ikea, but I never showed you really what I got. So we're going to get into it. This is Style Chat TV. So for today's OOTD, again, we are keeping it super chill. I just have on this t-shirt that I actually got off of Amazon. This t-shirt is so good. The quality, it is a nice weight. It has really good quality to it. I love the contrast of the green and the black. Like, it's so cute. And I don't know if you can see, but you know the Urban Decay liners that I was telling you about last week? I put on the green to go with the green in the shirt. Real cute, real cute. Okay, and then I just have on these Old Navy jeans. These are sky high something. I need a high rise always. So these are sky high and they're frayed at the bottom. Again, I have on house shoes, so we're not gonna get into all of that, but kind of jazzed up this very casual look with all of the jewelry. Everything that I have on is from Mob Accessories. A lot of it is sold out, but we do still have the mini bamboo in stock. Some things are coming back. By the time you see this video, we should have restock, so you should be able to shop some of our best sellers. So that is today's look. As y'all can see, I got my hair did. Love it. That is today's OOTD. Now let's jump into my best and worst designer purchases. All right, so let's jump into my best and worst luxury purchases. These things have been accumulated over several years, and as I've said before, I am a shopper, okay? My last video, we were thrifting. In this video, we're getting into luxury items. So my shopping does not discriminate. It goes across the board, okay? Before anybody gets their pennies in a bunch about black girl luxury, blah, 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 blah. I shop everywhere, okay? I am a true shopper. But these items, I kind of wanted to go over just so, one, if you had your eye on something similar or some of these styles, and two, like my thought process when I'm buying luxury items, and then where I missed the mark. Okay, where I missed the mark, and I don't need to make these mistakes again. I will say, as I was gathering my things for this video, it really was kind of eye-opening, the things that I was putting on like my worst list and my best list. It really kind of leans towards certain brands. That was really shocking to me. A few things that are on my worst list, I really thought I was one of those curls, you know, so we'll get into it. I feel like I do have more things that were hits than misses, so we'll just alternate. And then this goes from handbags to shoes to I even got some tops and things, so we're gonna get into it. First and foremost, I've shown you these in my packing video. You might have missed it because a lot of y'all didn't watch that video, so you might want to go back and watch it. But anyway, my packing video for Florida, I showed you guys these sandals, and I told you that they are a little crusty dusty because I wear them all the time. So this is one of my best purchases. These are Balenciaga dad sandals. I don't know the correct names for any of this, the like style names and stuff, because we're gonna call it what I'm gonna call it, okay? But these are dad sandals, and they really look like Tevas, I think they're called. I remember I was wearing these, and my friend was like, I need to get a better look at those because I knew you ain't have on no Tevas. And I did not. I think these are the bee's knees. They are so comfortable. I've worn them. I feel like I've had these for at least 4 years by now, and I pull them out each and every summer because they are so comfortable. I feel like they give kind of a relaxed vibe to even like sundresses and stuff like that. Like, it gives a good like juxtaposition. So these are my jam. Like, I wasn't expecting to love them as much as I do, like, but they are so good. I feel like they just look cute on my feet. I don't know. I just love these sandals a lot. So this is one of my best purchases. I slide my feet in them and strap like a toddler, because they got straps like Velcro straps like a toddler. I get my wear out of these, so love these. Okay, so for one of my worst purchases, it hurts my heart to even say it. Okay, so it is going to be this Gucci bag, and it's so cute. I got this bag when I went on a solo trip to Miami, and I was just really feeling myself, child. I'm just shopping and eating and by myself. Nobody hold me up, nothing. I'm just enjoying myself a little too much, obviously, because I bought this bag, and I actually really love this bag, but I just don't find myself pulling for it, like even in the summer months, and I don't know why. I really do need to treat it just more like a pop of color. I feel like I probably worn this bag like 4 times, and that's kind of embarrassing. I need to just treat it more like a pop of color. I wear enough neutrals and nudes and stuff to where I can just pop this on and it doesn't really have to match anything. It could just be a pop of color. But I love this bag. What I really love is that the strap, I don't know if you can even tell, you can see, but the strap has GGs on it. The strap is just so like decadent. Like it's so like heavy duty, and it has the Gucci logo on it, and it's so good. I don't know why I don't wear this bag a lot, but because I don't, I would say it's like one of my worst purchases. And it does also come with a crossbody strap. I do not prefer it as a crossbody. I don't know, something about this bag just is more dressy to me. I mean, maybe I do need to wear it as a crossbody so I can just get more use out of it, or maybe I need to sell it. You know, maybe I just need to sell it. So I don't know, but this was one of my worst purchases because I've had it for probably 3 years at this point, and I've worn it a handful of times. So that's that. Okay, next up for one of my best purchases is going to be my Fendi baguette. This is my one and only Fendi baguette, and it is in white. And the funny thing about this, I got this when I was in New York from the Fendi store in Soho. I was really on the fence about it, and then I ended up getting it, and then I had buyer's remorse, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take this back. But let me tell you something. Here's a little tip when you're buying designer things. Buy it from a department store. Especially if you're on the fence, especially if you don't know, because the boutiques, most of them do not give you your money back. Not all of them, but most of them will not give you your money back. You have to do some type of exchange, if that, you know. I mean, most of them will do an exchange, but you can't get your money back. At Saks, Neiman Marcus, stuff like that, you can do returns. But I went back to that Fendi store like, I changed my mind, and it was like, change it back. Change it back, because you're not getting your money back. But you know what? I'm so glad that I did not take it back, because this is probably my most worn bag in the summer. Like, I love this, and I've even started forcing myself to wear it in the winter because it is white and it goes with a lot of things. Like, y'all not gonna stop me from wearing my white in the winter, you know, unless it's linen or something like that. But I wore this with my my houndstooth coat, and I was like, yeah, why not? Why are we not doing that? So I love this bag. It fits so much. It's very like soft and just so good. And I've cleaned it, but it doesn't get as filthy as I thought it would get, but I have a leather cleaning kit from Coach, and so I've wiped it down before. But honestly, I mean, probably if I set this one next to a brand new one, it probably looks filthy, but if I ain't putting it next to a brand new one, it don't look filthy. So I wear this bag all the time. It really makes me want another baguette. I want one with just the canvas Zucca print, like the traditional one, because I love this bag. I feel like this is my shape. This is kind of like the classic flap shape from Chanel. And you know, they have the tabbies from Coach that are shaped like this. This shape, I have a Gucci Marmont bag that is this shape. This is a good shape for me. Like, I love this kind of in between. Like, it's not too small, not too big. It typically comes with multiple strap options, right? Like, you can either do it as a shoulder bag or as a crossbody. And so this really works for me. And again, I've worn this bag a lot. So I'm glad they didn't let me take it back, because I actually do get a lot of use out of it. Okay, another luxury miss is going to be these mules, these clogs from Louis Vuitton. I don't like touching the bottom of shoes. So it's a little hard for me to hold these up, but these little Louis clogs, I am so sad about these because this is my style. Like, I saw these on Pinterest and went to go hunt them down and ordered them online, and this is me in a shoe. Like, y'all saw the Balenciaga dad sandals. Like, this style of shoe is me. Like, comfy but stylish and cute. Love this shoe. However, I have a wide foot, okay? And although this looks very comfy, cozy, it's not. I was wearing them on the last haul, and this is not even a shoe to where this little buckle is gonna do much as far as adjusting it. But on the inside of this shoe, it has like a hump for people who I guess have a high arch, and I do not. Okay, so inside this shoe, it gets really tight. It makes them like kind of clunky. Like, I feel like I'm always trying to like force my foot into the top of this shoe, and it just looks more comfortable than it actually is. And so I feel like this is more for someone with a narrow foot, and you'll kind of see that this is the theme for me. Somebody with a narrow foot, this will be great for. But if you need more room, and I just kind of wish that it wasn't so structured on the inside and that they kind of let people add padding if they needed to, because it has a huge, if you feel the inside, it has a huge hump on the inside to go in your arch. I get it, I understand, but not everybody has a high arch like that, and my foot is not a slim foot. So these really don't work for me, and I'm so sad about it, because if not, I will be wearing these to death. I've seen on Jeronika's video that she likes the Gucci ones, so I might see about those to see if they fit differently than this one, and then maybe sell these, because they're a good shoe. Like, and I know I've seen people wear them so well, and I even have worn them very well, but I have not been comfortable in them. So not as comfortable as I would want to be in a shoe like this. So this was not one of my best purchases. All right, going into something that I absolutely love and that is comfortable. Okay, now here's where we get into like, okay, maybe this brand works more for me and this one does not. So you'll see there's more Gucci things that I'm gonna show you that really haven't worked for me. But these are the Balenciaga, I wanna say they're the Speed Runners or something like that. And they come in various kind of styles. I have two pair that have this lace up situation. Most of them do not have the lace up. They're more just like a sock without the laces, and they have Balenciaga on the side. I don't know why I like this pair more, but these are so comfortable, okay? I wear these all the time. Y'all see how I'm holding them? I don't know how people be holding shoes so close to their face and stuff. I do not like that. But these are so comfortable. I have them in black and I have them in like a khaki color, and they both have the Balenciaga on the front. And this is the perfect travel shoe. This is the perfect like running errand shoe. So comfortable. I've even worked out in these. Sad to say, but my logic was like, if I'm gonna pay for these shoes, I could wear them where I want to wear them, and if I want to work out in them, I'm gonna work out in them. Okay, these were one of my best purchases because, again, the comfort is there. I could slide my feet in them. I love a shoe where I can just slide my feet in. I don't want to be sitting down, buckling, tying, doing all the things. Like, no, so I just slide my feet in like a sock and go from there. Now, I will say these don't look good with everything. You can't wear them with just everything. They look good with something baggy over them or leggings. Not anything in between, for real. Like, it has to be leggings that kind of match the silhouette of the shoe, or something kind of bigger that goes over the shoe. Because, I mean, just for me at least, because the sole is so big and thick. I mean, or you can do like a jogger that has the scrunch at the bottom too, but just not like a ankle length jean. You know, it gets real weird when you do stuff like that. So, but super comfortable. Love these. Okay, next up for one of my worst purchases. I hate to say, I don't even want to admit this, and I don't want it to be one of my worst purchases. However, and I think I kind of talked about this before. This is a Chanel 19, and it is tweed. It is multicolor. I love it. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's that girl. However, Okay, my thought process with the 19, I wanted a 19, right? Because I don't know, I just like the style. I loved the mixed metals, so you can wear gold or silver. I love that it was kind of a top handle and a crossbody. Like I want bags that do multifunction. So that was my logic between wanting a 19. And I remember I got this for myself for Mother's Day several years ago. Okay, and then my other thought process was that I wanted one that wasn't so precious. So if you know Chanel, they have like lambskin, which is more precious. I forgot the other one that's more durable, but I don't even know if the 19s come in that leather. But a lot of them are kind of precious to where you don't want them to be scratched. So that's why I was like, oh, if I get a tweed, like I don't really have to worry about that. Like I could take a sweater shaver to this if I wanted to, right? So I had all of these logical thoughts if I was gonna spend this much money on a bag, right? However, this one, it is more summery in its color, but because it's tweed, it feels more wintry to me, right? But so I have a hard time deciding like when is an appropriate time to wear it. I guess spring, you know, but and really whenever, because it's mine, right? Like really I can wear it whenever I want to because it's mine. However, that is always my dilemma when I pull it out, is like, is this seasonally appropriate? And although it is tweed for the summer, I'm really not wearing it. It's not like a sweater I'm putting over my body. So I guess I should kind of get out of my head about that and just wear the bag, right? Because it is so cute. And then I'm gonna be honest, when I first got this bag, I was really hunting down the perfect match of like white sandals. And then I was like, why are you so concerned about like matching? You don't have to match. This is a neutral, just put it on with anything. So sometimes I just gotta like snap out of the thoughts that I'm having about something and then just do whatever I want to do. So I don't know. I feel like I wore this recently with like my camel coat and it was fine, you know? So maybe I just need to start putting it on and not feeling a way about it, and then I'll get more comfortable with wearing it like all year round, because I guess that technically makes it a year-round bag if I'm confused about which season to wear it in, right? I don't know. However, I don't wear it as often as I should, so I would say this is kind of one of my worst purchases, although I love her and I think she's beautiful. So I hate to even talk about her like that. Close your ears, girl. Because I don't wear her that often, I'm gonna say this is one of my worst purchases. Okay, so she might have been one of my worst. However, she has a little sister that is one of my best, okay? This is a Chanel 19 phone case, technically, or phone holder. That's what they told me when I purchased it, is that it's technically like a bag for your phone. However, it's a clutch for me. Say what you want. It's a clutch for me, okay? It's a little nighttime evening bag for me. This is also like the Chanel 19 style, which again, I like because it has that mixed hardware. It has the silver and the gold. I really like that. And it's just black with the gold CC. It's red on the inside, and then it has one little zipper pouch up front, and that's normally where I'll keep money, cards, whatever. And then I can fit my phone. Normally I have to get my keys down to just like my car fob and the house key. Like I have to disassemble my keys to wear this bag, or I'll put them in my coat pocket or something like that. But my phone, my cards, some lip liner and lip gloss. What else you need? Give me the phone case. I don't want to, I'm okay. I don't need the big one, because y'all know anything black and Chanel is higher price most times. So I just felt like this would do me some good until I was able to pull the trigger on maybe like a classic flap or something like that, because I do still want a classic flap, I think, sometime in the future, and I probably will get it pre-loved because But yeah, this was definitely one of my best purchases. I purchased this because I was going to a lot of concerts and stuff. You have a bag size limit. And so I was like, oh, this will be so cute. Like I need a child. Anyway, I got this because I was going out a lot, and certain places have bag size limits, and I thought that this would be the perfect little bag to take to all of the sports events and concerts and all that. So, but I take this out to dinner and stuff all the time. So love, love, love. All right, next up for one of my worst purchases is definitely going to be this little belt. They had a season where they were doing like enamel stuff. I don't know what really made me want this. Well, I know what it was. I was like, oh, it's like little. I'll get it in black to where it's not so obnoxious. But I don't wear this belt for real. I need to sell this belt. I do not wear it for real. Like, and it is doing all the things that I said. Like, it's not so huge and in your face. It's black, so it's gonna go with all the things. But I barely even wear belts anyway, and I'm just never pulling for this belt. I don't know. Even when I first got it, I feel like I've worn it like maybe a handful of times. I don't know. This was probably one of the dumbest purchases in hindsight. I don't know, child. I don't even know if the belt is really necessary for my wardrobe, honestly. I don't know if I told you guys before, but I do have an issue sometimes with wearing too many labels at a time. So typically if I'm gonna wear my handbag, I don't wanna have the belt on, or I don't wanna have on a belt and some designer shoes, and you know, I don't like to do head to toe. I'm looking like a billboard. So I don't know, child. I'll probably sell my belts because this was not a good purchase for me. All right, so back to one of my best purchases. This is gonna be the Hourglass bag from Balenciaga. And as you can see, I'm clearly a Balenciaga girl. That's what I'm coming to the conclusion of doing this video, that I'm a Balenciaga girl, which I kind of knew. I typically can find something in there every time I go in there, but the fact that they're rising to the top as far as my favorites, that tells me a lot. But I got this one from Saks in New York, Saks on 5th Avenue, and it was on sale, child, and y'all know I love me a leopard print, and this is the perfect little pop when I'm going out. Like, I typically put this on with things you wouldn't expect. It's like, oh, just a random little like pop of leopard print. Like, yeah, is it leopard or cheetah? It does fit my phone. My phone has to go a little bit diagonal. And then I could fit a little like card case in there and some lip gloss and my keys, you know, and close it up. So I like this bag a lot. Sometimes I'll take it without the strap on it and just carry it in my hand. And then sometimes I'll do a crossbody, but this is a good little going out bag. It has a pocket in the back. And again, it's that pop that you need sometimes to like add interest to an outfit. So this was a really good purchase. And the fact that it was on sale. Most times you can get Balenciaga on sale, like at Saks or Neiman's, or even in their boutiques. Like, they have pretty decent sales a lot. If you're kind of looking for your first purchase or just looking for, you know, a deal or something like that, I would check Balenciaga because they normally do have really good sales. Okay, another item for my worst purchase list. People are going to be probably surprised about this, but it's going to be the Princetown loafers from Gucci. These are the ones with the back out, or the mules, and they have the horse bit on the front, and they're just black. These are the stiffest shoes I've ever purchased in my life. I was so shocked. First of all, I had to get a bigger size, so they run small. They are narrow. I was expecting them to be like a really soft, comfortable shoe. It took a lot to break these shoes in. Not gonna lie, it took a lot to break these shoes in. You see, I've worn them quite a bit. I still don't reach for them because it feels like a hassle to have them on because you're like trying to keep your foot in them. They're narrow. This was the worst shoe purchase that I've ever purchased. And I don't know, look at me. Even right now, I'm like, well, maybe let me try them with this type of outfit. I don't know. They're just not comfortable, y'all. And you can also see, I am just not a dainty shoe type of girl. I'm just coming to that conclusion. This is a narrow type of shoe. Like, the toe of it is narrow. That just doesn't really work for me, I don't think. Look how big this shoe is compared to this one. You know what I mean? Like, I have a wide foot. I like looser pants. And a little shoe coming out of a loose pant just typically doesn't look well. This is just not a good silhouette for me. I've tried daintier shoes before, and I'll show you. I have another sandal that's on my worst list. I've tried daintier shoes before and like slimmer cut shoes. They're just not for me. I need a big ugly shoe or like a clunkier shoe, something that's still comfortable, but it needs to have a little more shoe around my foot, if that makes sense. So this is a no-go. I definitely will be selling these. All right, so next up, when we talk about cost per wear, how often I've worn something, this YSL, this is a Lulu puffer in the denim. I have worn her to the ground, okay? And she has actually saved me from buying other denim bags because I love her so much to where anytime I see another denim bag, I'm like, ooh. But then I'm like, no, you don't need more than one. This one has done you well, like has held up so well. This is a great bag, y'all. This was probably, I don't want to say my best investment, but it's up there because it's so relaxed, right? Because it's denim. It is more of a brown neutral tones with the fading and then the brown suede straps and the gold. It goes with so many of the pieces in my closet. This is a great bag. It has room for just about everything. I can wear it crossbody or I can wear it over my shoulder. And again, I don't have to be so precious with it because it's not leather. We can get around, we can do some things, right? This has been a great bag in my closet and I will have this for years and years and years to come. Me and her go together real bad. Like between her and that Fendi in the summertime, child, please, we go together real bad. So this is definitely one of my best purchases because I really do like YSL bags. Like every time I go in there, I'm like, ooh, and their prices are not bad at all compared to other designers. So I don't know why this is my only one, but I'm glad I did get this one because she's very versatile. One of my best purchases for sure. Okay, next up for one of the worst purchases. All of these are hurting my heart a little bit. I just want you to know, like, I hate to even do this. It's like, I want to tell them like, it's me, it's not you. You know, like it's not about you. It's really, I got some work to do on myself. Anyway, this Burberry turtleneck is going to be one of my worst purchases. It's soft, it feels nice and thick, it's quality. However, it doesn't lay well on my body. It doesn't lay well on my body. It has a zipper at the back of it and sometimes I feel like I'm choking and sometimes it just feels a little obnoxious, honestly. I think it's too much print. It's too much print. Like, it just feels a little obnoxious. I can't like easily style it. Like I could probably put this on with all black. If I put on my black slacks, black coat, this just be it. But you can't really have a lot of fun with it, in my opinion, without overdoing it. Like I like to play with my style, but I have limits. Like I do have limits. Even today when I was getting dressed, I put on like some bigger hoops and more jewelry and I looked in the mirror and I was like, too much. Too much. It's too much. I had to take some things away. That's how I feel sometimes. Like if I was to wear this and then like try to do something real funky with the outfit, too much. This has to just do its own thing and then put on all basics. Even if I put on like cream pants or something like that, I don't know. I'm just not finding myself reaching for this. I feel very obnoxious when I put it on. So this is probably one of my worst purchases. I hate to say that because I really do like the Burberry print. Okay, let me show you something else. Hold on. Now that was one of my worst purchases. However, I also have, which this is kind of crazy, I also have the sports bra. This is one of my best purchases. I love the sports bra. I wear this as crop top, basically. I've worn it with slacks. I've worn it with jeans, like loose jeans. I love this crop top. And I think maybe because it's not so much print, overwhelmingly, like it's a smaller piece, right? So it's not like Burberry print in your face, right? I guess this is more of my style anyway. Like I love a tiny top, big bottoms. I find myself reaching for this way more than reaching for that. And I'm just a summer baby anyway, so I like summer clothes, right? So this works really well for me in the warmer months and I wear her down to the ground. She's a little wrinkled because she was in the drawer, but this is one of my best purchases. The turtleneck is one of my worst purchases. You know when you like something, because I do feel like I had this one first, and so you know when you like something, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get it again. No, sometimes that don't work, girl. Like you don't need it in all the variations. Sometimes it don't work. I just loved this and I should have stuck with this and not gotten the turtleneck. Okay, next up for worst purchases is going to be these sandals from Valentino. Are they dusty? I hope you can't see how dusty they are on camera. These are going to be a no-go for me because my feet are wide and these are not. You can tell these are not wide. I want to be a girl that has like cute girly sandals. You know, like I need some cute girly sandals, but they just don't work well on my feet. So I'm always like searching for something that's going to work. Valentino shoes do run narrow, I'm just gonna say, because I had some chunky heel sandal that also was narrow. It's like these straps, they not gonna let you live. The chunky heels that I had, they also had a strap like right here, and it was that strap that like was killing me, okay? My feet was spilling out like a sausage, okay? So these are going to be a worse purchase for me because I just had to learn the tough lesson that these type of like narrow dainty sandals are just not your thing. They don't work for your feet. They hurt. You don't have a narrow foot. You are more of a dad sandal type girl. Just accept it, okay? So I'll probably be selling these as well. A best purchase of mine is going to be these, guess what brand? Balenciaga, exactly. They're going to be these Balenciaga sandals, heels that I got from Neiman Marcus. Look at the heel. Can you see the heel? I hope you can see it. It's so cute. Oh my God, the heel is so cute. It says Balenciaga across the toe, and then it also says it on the top strap here. And this is a great pop of color. Okay, I don't know why I reached for these. I mean, you know, when I'm going out and I'm wearing a heel. Oh, they kind of dirty, child. Let me pick up the other one. When I'm going out and wearing a heel, I love these because they are so comfortable. I remember I was out with my friend. She was like, those must be comfortable, because I was just bopping around and she was kind of struggling in her heels. I'm like, they are comfortable. But these are so good. They're a great pop of color, like just a good statement shoe. Again, this is a good like ripped jeans. This is a good black dress. They can go either more sportier and more like street style, or you can again put them with something more sleek. I love these shoes, and I just love the heel, and these were on a deep discount. Y'all know when Neiman's do they sales with the racks, that's where I got these from, and I was like, oh, they are my size. And then what I learned, I didn't wipe none of these shoes down, just know. So if you see some little crusty crust, I wear them, okay? So I'm telling the truth, these are my favorites. I wear them, okay? I've learned that a round toe, for me, gets the job done. I'm not a pointy toe type of girl. I do like some pointy toe shoes, but as far as sandals go, I have some round toe Givenchy heels that are some of my favorites. I have some rules when it comes to shoes. It has to have a strap around the ankle. If it's a sandal, right? Has to have a strap around the ankle. I typically love a little one strap situation across the toe, and it has to be round. Like that, they just look so good on my feet. I don't know, it's just such a sexy silhouette on my feet. Like, love it. So these are a winner. Okay, so this is going to be my last miss or last worst purchase, and it really shocked me. And I'm not gonna sell them because I have a plan for them. I'm not giving up hope just yet. But it is going to be these Gucci sandals. And ironically, I got these at the same time. Okay, let's talk through this. Okay, so the heel height, great. Okay, that's what sold me. I was like, oh, this is a great heel height to wear, you know, throughout the week. And like, or if I'm just feeling like being cute, but I don't wanna do too much, like this is a great heel height. You know what I mean? I feel like I can pump around the city in these all night. Okay, great concept, right? However, these straps, so it straps up the ankle, right? Cute. The bone color, I was like, oh, so good for spring and summer, right? These little things right here, this one in particular, we just gonna talk about this one right here. This one is at war with my pinky toe. This is at war with my pinky toe. Like, if you want to fight, just say that. It is horrible. And so my plan is, because I feel like if I can just push my foot back just a tad in the shoe, they will be fine. Because again, this is still a great heel height. I still love the concept, the bone color, the strap up the ankle, all the things. They are just so uncomfortable to wear, and it's literally because of this little part right here. And so I want to get a little footbed thing. They have some that just kind of go under your toes. And so I feel like if I do that and push my foot back ever so slightly, that could relieve this pinky toe. Okay, so we're gonna try that. I'm actually gonna order some before the summer hits, so I know if I need to sell these or not sooner than later, because I love the shoe. Like, I really love the shoe. Like, this with like just the easy little tank top and some jeans, throw a little bag under your arm. Like, this is a great shoe, and I've really tried to wear it, but that pinky toe, I'm like, wow, you hate me. You really hate me. So I don't know. I love these shoes. I love the concept, love the heel height. I feel like she low, but she not kitten heel low, you know? To where she's still giving you a little pump through the city. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna get some inserts, see how that does. If that does not work, they are going online for sale. Okay, my last two best purchases you have seen before. I've talked about them before, so I'll just mention them together. And that is going to be my Balenciaga city bag. She is the one, not the two, okay? And it's going to be my Dior scarf, okay? So this bag, again, when I was buying this bag, my friend was like, it's so old school. It is very early 2000s, okay? It's very Gen Z, early 2000s. Paris Hilton, you know, because that's literally when it first came out. I was kind of sick of the bags not being able to hold all the things. Like, I got this right when we were coming out of the teeny tiny bag era, and I was like, wow, finally something that can hold all the things. And I really thought I was gonna be doing all the charms and stuff, and I tried it for a little bit, but I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. So, and it has enough going on its own. Like, it has a little mirror here, it has this, like, it got enough going on its own. So I didn't need all the bag charms. I adjust the straps to make it like a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. That is what I love about this. Like, it is a huge, it's not huge. That's also what I love about it. It's not really like oversized, but the capacity, okay? And the fact that it has all of these holes on the straps to where I can make this a crossbody or not. This has been a workhorse in my wardrobe. Like, I love this. And I didn't think I would wear it as much because it has silver hardware, but that ain't made me no never mind, okay? Like, I still be wearing this thing down. So this has been one of my best purchases. And then this Dior scarf, she is new. She new to the scene. Not new, but newer. Like, this is probably, yeah, one of my last designer purchases. And child, I've worn her out. I gotta make sure, I gotta wash her too, because it's probably got makeup on it because I wear her over my head mostly. But I know over the summer, I'm going to be wearing her as a top. As you can see, I can put it on the blue side. So cute. This looks so good with just denim and like creams, khakis, stuff like that. Or I can put her on the burgundy side. Oh my gosh, she is just so good. I love her. I love that she's big enough to do all the things with. I love that it's reversible. This is perfection, and it's kind of making me want to look for more, but maybe I should just be happy with this one because this is basically a 2-in-1. So there's that. All right, so those are all my best and worst designer purchases. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking, some of the things that you love or some of the things that you think I should hold on to. Like, let me know in the comments. And now we're going to jump into the beauty beat. All right, so for today's beauty beat, we're gonna stick in the same vein of best and worst purchases, but we're gonna do fragrances, okay? Because I love me a good fragrance. It's no secret around here. I have a lot of fragrances, but some of them I haven't been reaching for, and I'm like, why did I buy this? Do I like this? And then some of them I cannot put down, okay? So, but I'm just gonna show you two of my worst and then 2 of my best. So we're gonna start with one that is something I've been yapping about for weeks at this point, and it's going to be the Prada Infusion de Rhubarb fragrance. This one, I keep yapping about it because it's real. I put it on today. I'm not going nowhere but filming for y'all. Y'all can't smell this, but I wanted to smell it because it smells so good, okay? It has a little dent in it, and I've only had it for a few weeks, y'all. So this one, it's just so good. I don't even know. I wonder if I'm gonna associate it with the summer since I've been wearing it through the winter. You know how certain smells you associate different things with? I don't know. It just smells so good. Hermes has a rhubarb fragrance as well that smells similar to this. So, you know, I would go test that one out too, but this is so good. I don't know. I'll have to look online. I think they do sell it at like Sephora and stuff, but I got it from the actual Prada store. I don't know if I've seen it in Sephora, but I saw it online at Sephora. So, child, I want to live in this. You can dip me in a bathtub of this fragrance because it smells so good. All right, so for one of my worst fragrance purchases, and let me explain why. It is going to be the Bond No. 9 Nolita. Okay, so this smells good. It does smell good, and I do spray it, I do wear it. I don't pull for it often, but I do wear it. But it doesn't smell interesting. It doesn't smell like it should for the price. Okay, it doesn't have like an interesting fragrance. It's just like perfume. Like, it smells, it's strong. I will say that it does last all day, but it's not like an interesting scent. Like, once I got it home, I was like, huh. And you know, they have so many different ones, and sometimes at the counters you can feel a little rushed. So, you know, but I did go through most of them and tried to see which ones. And this one did stick out to me the most as far as like along the line of the fragrances that I am interested in. I do like a sweeter fragrance. I do like something a little bit more juicy or fruity or something like that. So it smells good, but it just smells like a perfume, like a good smelling perfume, but not like a layered, interesting, you know, unique fragrance. It's just kind of basic. Like, to me, it smells like it should be Marc Jacobs price. Like, not in the $300 range. It should be $100. You know, that's what, at least this one, the Nolita. I know other people, they have a ton of different fragrances. So, you know, people have their favorites. But to me, this is like one of my worst purchases. Okay, one of my best fragrances, and I do think this one was more affordable, like more in that typical $100 range. But this is Melograno, Melograno, I'm gonna say. And it is from Santa Maria Novella. Okay, now I got this when I was in London. They had a shop in like kind of near Harrods, and I know that they do have a store in Miami. I'll have to check online to see if they're sold like in department stores as well. But this one smells so good. Now, taste is fickle. The things that you're into is it changes and it's fickle. Because let me tell you, loved it down when I purchased it, right? When I smelled it at the store, I was like, oh, love this. Got it home and I was like, do I? Like, I don't know. Like, something about it I was not into. Now I love it again. But I do love mixing it with cashmere mist. Okay? This is one of those pretty scents. Like, it smells so pretty. It's like powdery, more fresh. Not like, I don't get fruity from it at all, right? But it is very feminine. So that's why I always say stuff like this that is smells feminine but not fruity, I always say it's like a pretty scent. Okay, so this smells really pretty, but I love to make it even softer with cashmere mist. I know that's an old school one, but I still have cashmere mist. Okay, y'all be wearing the deodorant, you might as well buy the perfume. Okay, so when I mix those two, it really gives like just a powdery, pretty, like girly scent without being like childish or without being like super sweet and fruity, and also not being like vanilla, you know? So this one is really good. Again, it's called Melograno. That sounds better. Melograno sounds better. Yeah, so Melograno from Santa Maria Novella, and they have a ton of scents. Like, their shops are so nice, so pretty. Again, they have one in Ball Harbor shops in Miami, and then I got this one in London, but I'm sure they have stores probably in all the major cities, so I'll have to check and leave it down below in the description. All right, so last up for one of my worst purchases, let me tell you, me and my friend, we went to London to see Beyonce. We was in Harrods all damn day, okay? Harrods has an amazing fragrance department, okay? It is like, you can get lost in there. You can be in there for hours and hours and hours. And we did. We were in there for hours and hours, and we got lost in there, and we were making purchases. And then when we got home, it was like, I bought Byredo for the first time. And I did buy Bal de Freak, which I love. It is almost gone. I am babying it because I don't want it to be gone. Love it. But I also bought Bibliotech. And this one I don't like. And I got the big one of this and the small one of the one I like. What kind of logic was I using? No, this is not for me. I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you. I don't know. This is just not for me. Y'all can see I've really tried. I've tried because I'm like, girl, you bought this fragrance. You need to wear this fragrance. And you bought the big one. So I've really tried. I just need to do some mixing, it seems like. It's not a feminine fragrance. This to me is more of a unisex fragrance. So I feel like if I mixed it with maybe myrrh and tonka, or even maybe something a little sweeter and feminine to do something to it, it'll be better. But on its own, it's a no for me, dog. Like, what kind of trance was I under? I'm not sure. But this one is not it for me. Balder Freak, it's great. It is spicy, it is sexy, it is a great fragrance. It lasts a long time, love it. This one, no. I'm gonna either have to mix this or I'll probably be giving it away. I don't know. So that's going to wrap up my best and worst purchases for fragrances in the Beauty Beat. Now we're gonna jump into Style at Home. All right, so for Style at Home, I'm going to do a little Ikea haul. I realized I went to Ikea. I showed you guys us shopping in Ikea, but I didn't really do a haul and tell you exactly what I got. So we're going to do that. Okay, so first up, y'all know that I am redoing my room and I need to put a picture over my bed and take the TV from over my bed. If you're new around here and that sounds crazy, it is crazy and we're working on it, okay? So I needed a picture frame. I already had this picture. I actually got this picture from Shein, child. Who knew? So I got this photo from Shein, but I needed a frame for it and it came with the matting already in the frame. Now, the picture itself, like I could have not had this matting on it, but I just think matting is nice. I love how it looks. But the picture actually stretches to the whole frame. So I could have not had this in here and shown the whole picture, but I thought that it looked nice like this. So I got this frame from Ikea and then the picture from Shein. I love their frames. I believe the ones that I have here in the living room are from Ikea as well. They're really affordable and they have all the sizes that you can need, and they're really like classic, either like black, white, or a wooden frame. So you can typically find frames from Ikea. Next up is going to be this lamp. I actually got two of these lamps. So if you saw the video where I'm kind of working on my room, I have a lamp that I really love and it's black. I don't have a pair, basically. I decided to take that one out and I actually put it in my little like office nook in the kitchen. But I thought that these were so fun. Like, this is actually like a paper material and I had to fold it and make it this shape. It came with instructions on exactly how to put it together. The only thing about these lamps is that it took a very particular bulb. So I had to go searching for these bulbs, and it's like a chandelier bulb. Basically, the screw part of it is much thinner than a typical bulb. So I had to go find those, but I do love them. They have been in my room for a while and I've, had them on at night and they're really beautiful. But I do think once I finish, because I still need to hang curtains and things, so I feel like it'll make more of a impact, like once the curtains are there and these against the curtains, like I think that'll be more of a look. But for now, they're getting the job done, but I'm not ready to show y'all the room just yet. All right, so I also needed drawer dividers. So I found these were like under $1 and they're not that cute. Like, they're not the clear acrylic kind, but I really wanted to be able to configure them any kind of way that I needed to. And so I got a bunch of them. I think I got 10 of these. And so they will go in my vanity drawers. I have 2 drawers on the side and 1 long one in the middle. And these do fit in that long one in the middle because it's more narrow. It's more shallow, I guess you could say. And they do fit in there. So I'll put, like, again, my lipsticks, my lip liners and stuff like that in these little dividers. But for the price, I was like, yeah, I'll take those. It's in the drawer, so everything don't have to be so aesthetic. Okay, so yeah, I thought these were functional, and even if I don't need them all in my room or in the vanity, like I can use them in the kitchen, I can use these just about anywhere. So I thought that these were good to pick up for that purpose. Next up, I am a sucker for faux plants. As you saw probably in my living room tour, like I love me a faux plant. I have given up the ghost on real plants. Like I've tried. We just don't see eye to eye. So I would rather get me a faux plant and have it for years and always be able to like mix and match, take it from this room to that room and rearrange and do all the things than trying to I'm keeping alive a 7-year-old. Oh, she 8. I'm keeping alive an 8-year-old. Okay, I don't need to keep plants alive too. All right, so these are so cute and they were super affordable. These were like $5, I think, at Ikea, and I just love these. I've already actually placed this one in the kitchen. I have a little shelf over my desktop, my iMac, and this one kind of just cascades off of the shelf, and it's so cute. I love that it's just a simple little black pot, and of course I can put this in a nicer pot if I wanted to, but the leaves kind of hide it on the shelf, so I don't need to. But I just thought for the price and, you know, the color adds a nice little greenery. I also love the macrame kind of baskets that can hang from the ceiling. I have one in my bedroom. I think these would be good for something like that as well. So this is just a great item to pick up if I were you, if I were looking for, you know, greenery. And sometimes, honestly, if you have a hard time like decorating at home, sometimes that's all you need is like more greenery, you know what I mean, to bring just a little bit more life into the space. Add a few like faux plants here and there, and I promise you it's gonna make a difference. So I picked this one up, and then I also picked up this one, which is like a lighter green, and I think I'm gonna put this one in my room as well, in a different corner, and probably hang it from the ceiling. But this is so cute. I feel like I should have got more. But they'll be there, you know, and again, they were a great price. But yeah, I love both of these, the lighter green and the dark. Next up, I picked up these valet hooks. I have yet to install them. I haven't been in the mood to do the things in my room that I need to do just yet, but this, I've been needing this for several years. I don't know why I haven't ordered it off Amazon already, but this is just a little hook basically that you put on the wall, and when I'm picking out my clothes and my outfits, or even if I need to hang something and steam it really fast, that is what these are for. And it came 3 in a pack, so I thought that was really good. And I could also put like belts, hats, things like that on these too. So I just thought that these were good to have, and I feel like these were really affordable too. I want to say maybe like $10 for all 3 that come with it. So I thought this was a really good find. I knew I needed them, so I'm like, let me just grab these. All right, lastly, I got my curtain rods for the curtains that I plan to hang. These are, you know, adjustable, and the only thing about them, they're super affordable. I'll start there, but you have to get all the pieces separately. So these are the rods. This is the like anchor to go into the wall, and then you have to get your caps as well to go on the ends of the curtain rods. The good thing is that you can, you know, configure them however you want. So I got the round caps because typically once the rod is up there, you can't see it for real. You can't see the ends, all of the things. So I just got the round caps, and these were super cheap, but you can also get like square or different shapes, different, you know, varieties or whatever. So however you want to put your combination together. But I just wanted to keep it super simple. My frame on my bed is black, so I just figure I can just go with black and be fine. But yeah, those are all the things that I got from Ikea. So I'm really excited to like really pull the space together. You know, you gotta really be careful about not getting accustomed to ridiculous things because the TV is not moved yet. And I'm like, girl, get this TV moved so you can not be used to sleeping at the end of your bed. Like, this is not how we're gonna be living, okay? Get this TV moved. So hold me to it, y'all. I'm gonna get it moved this week. All right, so that is going to wrap up this week's episode of Style Chat TV. If you've made it this far, you might as well like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite part of today's episode, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much again for watching. Bye.